Hey guys, your girl Renee from Renee's Garden Adventure. And as you can see, I have my dehydrating machine out. And just because it's winter doesn't mean that we stop dehydrating. Because these are some of the cayenne long, slim peppers that I grew this season. And I had some that I put away because I needed to get them dried. So I put them in the dehydrator and look at them. I'm telling you, even though I don't need any more red pepper flakes or red pepper powder, I love growing these peppers because these peppers, as you watch my videos when I was showing you how these peppers grew in my garden, they were so prolific. They kept growing and growing and growing. That plant, even when the temperatures dropped, that pepper plant says, I am unstoppable. Yes, I am. And I am going to keep on producing and producing until I can't produce anymore. Look at that. Look at that. So I am going to take these, put them in my grinder, grind them up. But let me show you what the peppers flakes that I have look like. All right, you guys. So these are what my red pepper flakes look like. Look at this. This is what they look like. I have like 4 jars of these. So like I said, this is what they start to look like. And then this is what, when you dehydrate them and you crush them up in your food processor, this is what they look like. So think about how many of these jars, not this size, but just the regular bottles that you would buy in the grocery store, would cost in order to fill up a big old jar of red pepper flakes in this mason jar right here. Can you imagine? I would say it'd be over $10 for sure. And this all came from taking the time to plant some seeds and put them in your garden and let them grow. And then you just harvest them and then you dry them out in your dehydrator and then you put them in your blender. And this is what you get. You reap the benefits of all your hard work, and you will be so pleased. And you can say that I know exactly what's in these peppers because I grew them myself. When you buy stuff in the grocery store, child, you don't know what they be putting in those seasonings. This way, you know exactly what went into your seasonings, and you know they're going to be safe for your family and friends. Now, let me show you what type of peppers I'm going to be growing for this season. I'm only going to show you a few bell peppers and banana peppers that I'm going to grow for this season and get them started, because I heard now, woohoo, that they are starting to put the garden supplies in the big box stores. So, child, let me show you what seeds I'm talking about. All right, you guys, so let me show you some of the peppers that I'm going to be starting soon, because as you know, bell peppers take a very long time in order to start growing. So I'm going to do some sweet banana peppers. I love banana peppers. Love them, love them. And then I'm going to do some of the YOLO Wonder Sweet peppers, because I want a lot of bell peppers, because I grew a lot 2 growing seasons ago, and now my stash is getting a little low. So I got to get back on the job, and I've got to start growing some more of these bell peppers. And then I have the Keystone Resistant Giant Pepper. I love bell peppers. And then I have the California Wonder. We all grow these. And then these are the peppers that I was talking about in my dehydrator, is the cayenne long slim peppers. This is what they look like. And you guys saw them. They're in my dehydrator, and you saw the results putting them in the dehydrator and then crushing them into powder and making your own red pepper flakes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what, as gardeners, that's what we are supposed to do. Get out there, put in the work, and then reap the benefits of all that planting, that watering, that weeding, feeding those plants so we could have some food to store for later and also to put on our tables to feed our family and friends. And then I'm going to do some orange sun sweet peppers. And then I got some pretty and sweet. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then let me tell you a story. I love growing the Lasia pepper. But remember, I told you I grew the biggest Lasia pepper the very first time that I ever grew them. And one of my critters over here, Bandit, the raccoon, took out of all them Lasia peppers, child, he had like 3 or 4 plants that were full of Lasia peppers. That joker right there, he act like he looked and went to every one of them plants, looked and over each one of them bell peppers and said, this is the best pepper on the plant. And I know Renee is waiting to harvest this pepper. So I am not going to give her that opportunity. I'm going to take a big old bite of this pepper and then I'm going to lay it on the ground. So when she comes out here, she going to see it all nice. And that Lasia pepper, if you haven't seen a Lasia pepper, child, trust and believe, those are some pretty peppers. They're bright red peppers and they look like they were shined up and ready to put on display so everybody could see what a beautiful pepper Alasia can be. So I went out the next day saying, oh, it's time for me to go harvest some of my pepper plants, especially that Lasia pepper, because I said, I'm going to give it one more day because we all say that. We're going to give it one more day to grow a little bigger so we can get the most benefit of that pepper, meaning we want to give it an opportunity to grow as big as it can be. So when we harvest it, we'll be like, whoo, this is a good looking pepper. And I grew it all by myself. But child, when I stepped outside, saw that pepper on the ground with that big old bite in it, and I knew it was Bandit because raccoons, if you don't know a raccoon smell, trust and believe it's a smell you will never ever forget. And so when I went out there and that smell hit me, I was like, OMG, Bandit did this. I couldn't blame it on Rocky because Rocky don't mess with my bell peppers. He was always into my tomatoes, always into everything else, just digging away my flowers, whatever. Peppers was not his thing. So I picked it up, perfectly beautiful, vibrant, luscious red pepper on the back side, front side, big old bite right out of it. As if, Bandit was like, I bet you won't be eating this pepper this season. I was so mad at that raccoon. I came in the house fuming like a dragon, blowing fire. And I was told my husband, I am going to put a trap out there and I'm going to catch that raccoon because he bit out of my Lasia pepper and I've been waiting for this pepper all season long. And the nerve of him. He had all these other peppers he could have took a bite of, but no, he had to take the bite at my best pepper out there. So, of course, I didn't do a trap. But, boy, oh boy, I was looking for that raccoon. Every day I went out there, and raccoons don't come out till nighttime. And I would see him on my cameras and stuff. I'd be like, all right, Bandit, I see you. But You ain't gonna get no more of my laser peppers. So this season, I am going to put my pepper. I don't know. I need to put it somewhere to where I can put it and put like a net. Oh, I know what I have. I have a bag that it's like a netting, but you're supposed to put like a tree inside of it, and it's like a shrub or something. I think what I'm gonna do is one of those in the green garden. I have one of those big green pots over there. I think I'm gonna grow my laser pepper in that pot, and then at nighttime I'm going to put that pot inside of that bag. And when old bandit come out, he will not be able to get into that netting. That's what I'm going to do. That's my mission. So you guys have to remind me, say, Renee, have you put that netting on that pot yet? Just keep reminding me, because when you're out there gardening, you have so many other duties and jobs that you want to get accomplished in that day. And if you're like me, if I don't do this, if I don't take them and write them down on a notebook pad, child, your girl's not going to remember at all, because we are so focused on getting stuff done, and we have our mental notepad in our heads, but nope, don't work for me. So remind me, you guys, my garden family, remind me to say, Renee, bandit is coming, so you better get those laser plants covered up. So these are the seeds that I had from my other laser peppers. So I put them in a bag, so I have plenty of seeds to plant for this season. So look for the video coming up, in a few weeks. I've got to go by Lowe's and see if they have their garden supplies out. Because if they have the garden supplies out, I always grow my seeds in those little pellets, those pods where you pour hot water on them and they expand, and they have all the soil and all the nutrients that this young seed needs in order for it to have a good start in life. So I need to go see, because I stock up on that stuff, Joe. I do. I stock up. So I'm going to go to Lowe's and see what they have, and I'll make a video inside the store. And I don't usually go to Home Depot, but sometime I have to go to Home Depot just because I'm curious to see what kind of supplies they have. Because I normally get my pellets, my pea pellets from Home Depot, because I have a hard time finding them at Lowe's, because people snatch them up so quick. So when I'm gonna tell you this straight from one gardener to another, if you need new supplies for this growing season, as soon as that gardening supplies comes out, you better get your little self in them stores, because trust and believe, you're not the only gardener that are going to need to stock up for the next growing season. What I have learned from previous growing, when I see those little pea pellet boxes, I am going to buy double than I normally do, because I think those things are they $5 a box? I think they're like $5 a box. So I'm going to have them, because they don't never seem to go bad, because they're just a little pellet of soil and nutrients in it. And you need hot water in order to activate them. So when I go into the big box stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, and I see those, I'll point them out to you guys. So I'll say, these are the pea pellets that I always purchase. And you're going to see your girl going to be loading up, because I got my little gardening fund to the side that I've been adding to it all winter long. And even in the spring and summer, I got a little jar, and I add, coins. If I got leftover coins, if I got dollar bills, whatever, I throw them in that jar. And that is the money that I use in order to buy my supplies for the next growing season. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to bring you this video to let you know that you can still dehydrate even though it's cold outside, even though you don't have any snow, you can still dehydrate. Even if it's not like vegetables, if you can afford them, go into your grocery stores when they have a sale and purchase some of those vegetables. You can also get like herbs you can dehydrate. You can also get like fruit, like strawberries. You can get, I even want to try make some fruit leathers, like roll ups, them Rolos we used to untwine like a kid and we used to like chew on them. You remember those things. All kids grew up eating those Rolos, not Rolos, those roll ups. Yeah. And I think I'm going to try to make some because those things in the store has too many sugars and too many dyes and all that kind of stuff added. And I want to see if I can make some from the fruit. Because you know what tastes really good to dehydrate is watermelon. Cut those in cubes, put them in your dehydrator, dry them out, and they taste like candy. Trust me, you'll be thinking they even taste better. They remember, well, I don't know if they'll taste better. Remember the Jolly Rancher candy? They don't have all that sugar, they just have the normal sugar that is in the watermelon. But when you dehydrate them, it takes all that sugar and makes it concentrated, but it's all natural. It's just using the sugars that are in the watermelon. So try that, dehydrate some watermelon, and tell your girl what you think of it. Because I'm going to do that this season too, because I'm going to try to grow another watermelon and see how that works out. Because I tried to grow a sugar baby watermelon, and you guys saw one did good and one didn't develop far enough. So it was one good one and one not so good. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try again and see how this one works. I think I'll try a bigger watermelon, and I think I'm going to try to grow it on my slope hill. See how that works out. I don't know, cause they may encourage some no shoulders. Lisa, gardening with Lisa knows that we know who no shoulders is. It's that little thing that slithers around outside in our garden. She came up with that beautiful name, no shoulders. So Lisa, I'm going to be taking that name when I refer to our little critters outside in the garden. So that's the only thing that's deterring me from growing a lot of watermelon is I don't want to see a lot of no shoulders in my garden. So, all right, guys, I don't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to show you that you still can dehydrate, and I want to show you what peppers I'm going to be starting. And I've ordered some more peppers from some companies. So as soon as that comes in, we'll be doing a mail call, and I'll be showing those peppers as well. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And I'm hoping 2025 is treating you right. And I'm hoping your year is starting off fantastic. All right, guys. Miss Renee, we'll see you in the next video. Cause child, I got peppers. I have got to get started. You don't want to be too late. Like I said, peppers take a long time to get started. All right, you know what to do. Subscribe, ring that notification bell, and give your girl a thumbs up. Take care, you guys. Woohoo! It's pepper growing time again.